This is Beat the Number. This is the NBA Morning Edition. My name is Abby for Wednesday, April 2nd. We have three games in the association that we're gonna go with in the NBA. These odds are courtesy oddslogic.com. Yeah, these are the latest line moves, the totals, um, point spread moves. So totals and point spread moves, and we have the injury report. That's oddslogic.com. So the first game we're going to look at here will be the Clippers and the Pelicans. This one here opened up 17 and a half, total 216 and a half. Right now we're seeing it go to the total's 218 and a half, and the spread is still at 17 and a half. Sorry, we're seeing some 18s, but it's mainly 17 and a half right now. So we'll look into this game further. Look at the public and the sharps in this game. That's Pelicans and the Hornets. Pelicans and the Clippers, excuse me. This one's pretty quiet. No action on this game. Very quiet. Nothing on this game. So we'll look at the injury report. All right, so we'll look at the injury report for both these teams. That's Clippers and the Pelicans. We'll look at this one. So Ben Simmons will be playing against the Pelicans tonight. He'll be available. Amir Coffey is out with a knee against the Clippers. So in Orleans, we know that Zion Williamson's out for the season. Yeah, Zion's out. CJ McCollum's out for the season. That's like about 80% of their offense out. 80 to 90% of the offense. Trey Murphy's out for the season with a shoulder. Herb Jones is out for this season. DeJounte Murray's out with Achilles. All right, so we'll look into this game further. Look at the matchup. They already played twice already. First game was in New Orleans. Clippers were 4.5-point favorites, and Pelicans covered, but Clippers won 116-113 and went over 219. Second game, March 11th in New Orleans. Again, Clippers were 7.5-point favorites. Pelicans covered. New Orleans won 127-100. It was over 222.5. This is the third meeting. So right now, Pelicans 8-2 last 10, 9-1 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. Pelicans on the last of a 5-game road trip. Right now they are 3-1 on the road trip, and on the road trip they're 3-1 to the over. Overall, 3-2 last 5 games, 3-2 to the over last 5. I'm sorry, this is the Clippers. Excuse me. Clippers are back off a 4-game road trip. Excuse me. 3-2 last 5 for the Clippers, and are 3-2 to the over. This is the Clippers. Sorry about that. And now for the Pelicans, they are 4-6 last 10, 5-4-1 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Pelicans 2-3 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. All right, so my play here, I'm going to be playing. I like the Clippers in this spot. Clippers minus the 18. I do like the Clippers here. Yeah, Clippers minus 8. It's 17.5. I like the Clippers here, and the points. Yeah, I don't trust the Pelicans here. I know the Pelicans have been covering on the road. They covered at New Orleans. They covered at Minnesota. I know they covered in both places, but To me, the Clippers, they're in a focus spot right now, and I just think in this game they come to play, and I like them here. The line's moving in the right direction, so I like the Clippers to cover the big number, minus 17.5. It's going to minus 18. I like the Clippers here to cover. They're pretty much playing in playoff form right now. They're playing well at the right time. Had a successful road trip, and they're playing well at the right time, and they're covering the big number too. They covered the big number against Brooklyn on the road. They've been covering the big number, covered against Charlotte at home. So I like him here, minus the minus 17.5. They're capable of covering the big number. So I like him here. So give me the Clippers and 17.5. I like him here in this spot. So the next, excuse me. So the next game we're going to look at here, that's game number 1. Game number 2, we're going to look at. We'll look at Charlotte at Indiana, game number 2. Charlotte at Indiana. That's game number 2. So this one here opened up minus 14.5 Indiana. Total 223. It's gone all the way to 225.5. It's gone all the way to there. So we'll look at this game further. We'll look at, and the spread's still at 14.5. So we're going to look into this game further. See where the public and sharps are for this game. So far it's been pretty quiet. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet so far. Nothing there. So we'll look at this game further. That's Charlotte and the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, questionable to play Wednesday versus Charlotte. So he's 50-50. Miles Turner, questionable to play Wednesday versus Charlotte with an illness. Let's see. That's it. There's nothing else here. Yeah, nothing else here coming up. Brandon Miller's out for the season. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And Grant Williams is out with a knee. So look at Charlotte and Indiana. We'll take a look at that. All right, so we've already played twice already. First game, November 8th in Charlotte. Indiana covered as a 6. Well, Indiana was a 6.5 point favorite. Charlotte covered, and Charlotte won 103.83. This is against Indiana, and it went under the total. Second meeting, December 8th in Indiana, and the Pacers were an 11.5 point favorite. Charlotte covered the 11.5 and won 113.109, under 222.5. So this is the third meeting now. Third meeting. Pacers are 14.5 point favorites. Charlotte overall 3-7 last 10. 2-8 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Charlotte 1-4 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. So look at the Pacers side now. So the Pacers 7-3 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. So this is this Pacers' second home game back. 3-2 last 5 games. 3-2 to the over. Let's see. So this is a revenge spot for Indiana. Charlotte's beaten Indiana twice this season. They beat them 2 times. So this is definitely a revenge spot here. Charlotte is basically playing out the string. They're not really playing for anything. They're playing out the string. I know they beat Utah. It doesn't really mean anything because Utah's not playing that great. But on the road, Charlotte's they're not really playing hard to me. I gotta take the Pacers here. Pacers in the 14.5. This is definitely a revenge spot. They lost these guys twice already. They lost these guys 2 times. They lost these guys twice. Charlotte covered the 11.5 in Indiana, but I just think I feel this is a different situation now. Yeah, this is a different situation now. So because December was so long ago, that was like 3 months ago. So I think the Pacers in a revenge spot. They lost these guys twice. In a revenge spot, I like Indiana. I'm leaning the 14.5 with the Pacers. I think they covered. I think they're gonna cover this. I like Indiana here. Minus 14.5. I would even take them in the first half. I would look at a first half too. I'd take them in the first half. I'm not sure what the first half number is, but I would take the Pacers in the first half. Remember, they lost to this team before. They've lost to them already. So I would take them in the first half. I like the first half here. First half and full game. I would do both. Either one I would do. So this is definitely the revenge spot here. I like the Pacers. The last game we're going to look at, this will be the third game we're looking at here. Let's see. Third game. We'll look at Atlanta and Dallas. Atlanta and Dallas will be the third game. We're going to look at that. This one opened up Dallas -2, total 237. It's gone all the way to 238.5. So the total's moved up. And the spread now is at 4.5. So we'll look into this game further. That's Atlanta and Dallas. Dallas is getting all the public love. And the under is getting a lot of play. So it looks like the under and Dallas is getting a lot of play here. So we'll look into this. We're going to look into this further. So Aaron Gordon. I'm reading the wrong team. So it's Atlanta and Dallas. So Derek Lively, the second foot, questionable to play Wednesday at Atlanta. Let's see here. Kyrie Irving's out for the season. We know that already. Clint Capella, personal, out indefinitely. He's been out for a while. Dante Exum, Dallas, out indefinitely. Kyrie Irving, as you just mentioned, is out for the season. Larry Nance Jr., knee, out indefinitely. Jalen Johnson, shoulder out for the season. And that's it. So we'll look into this one further. This will be the third and final game. So he already played once already in Atlanta. It was early in the season, last year, November. Game was in Atlanta. Atlanta was a 2.5-point favorite. Dallas covered the 2.5 and won, 129-119, and went over the total, 236.5. So Dallas has beaten Atlanta 3 straight times. This game is in Atlanta. So Atlanta looking for the sweep. Dallas is looking for the sweep, and Atlanta looking to get even. Atlanta, head-to-head, Atlanta's on a back-to-back. So they did win. They lost last night. So they're on a back-to-back. 2 2-3. Atlanta last 5 games, 5-5 overall, 6-4 last 10 against the spread, 7-2-1 to the over. Atlanta 2-3 last 5 games and are 4-0-1 to the over. So Atlanta's on a back-to-back. Yeah, they're on a back-to-back. Let's see. Yeah, they're on a back-to-back. Dallas 4-6 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 8-1 to the over. Dallas 2-3 last 5, 3-2 last 5 games, and Dallas is, let's see, 3-1-1 to the over. But yet the public's looking at the under. Yeah, for me, the only way to play this game, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, the only way to play this game, in my opinion, I have to take Dallas. I gotta take Dallas minus the 4.5 against Atlanta. Yeah, I gotta take Dallas here. Dallas. I gotta take Dallas in this spot. I like Dallas minus the 4.5. Atlanta's on a back-to-back, and when you're playing back-to-back games, this is the second of a back-to-back, and you gotta fly to Dallas. I think Dallas has the advantage. They have the rest advantage, so I like Dallas in this spot here. The first game off the road trip, they lost to Brooklyn, so I think they bounce back here. And the second game off the road trip, the second game that I think they cover. I think they win this game. This is a must win for them because they got to win this one here against Atlanta to cover the 4.5. I think they'll do it because now they got to play the Clippers. They got to play the Clippers twice. So I believe Dallas wins this. They try to win this one here before they go to LA and play the Clippers on Friday. So I like Dallas here. This is a focus spot for the Mavericks. They get it done here. Minus 4.5 Dallas. I like this. This is a good spot for Dallas. And that's it. That's all for Beat the Number. Thank you for joining me for the NBA edition. Again, whether you fit or follow these picks, it's up to you. I just look at the games, make my assessment, and make the choice for the games that I like and what I feel at that time. Hit the like and subscribe button for more of these plays with the point spread and the totals. Hit the like and subscribe. And in the description box, go to www.sportsmemo.com and go to where it says Abby Sports Picks. 5-1 in the last 3 days in the NBA. So you definitely want to hop on and grab my NBA picks. I have 2 client plays that I'll be releasing today. 2 client plays that we have in the association. So go to www.abbysportspicks. Again, 5-1 last 3 days with my NBA client plays. I have 2 today, so you want to hop on board and take advantage of the 7-day pass that we have. Again, a lot of NBA action for this Wednesday evening coming up. So whether you feed or follow these picks, I hope you guys hit a big winner and cash some tickets. Good luck to you guys. This afternoon I'll have the player props video for player props for tonight's games, player props team totals for tonight's games, so stay tuned for that. Again, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself. Peace, good luck.